Dave Campbell's Texas Football and the North Texas Honda Dealers have just wrapped up our second fantastic season honoring community helpers across North Texas. You know, Texas is fortunate to have so many great individuals that give back to their community in so many different ways. And thanks to the support of the North Texas Honda Dealers, we had the opportunity to shine a light on some very deserving individuals. You can see all the outstanding stuff that happened with the North Texas Honda Dealers at texasfootball.com. But here to talk about it is the general manager of Lute Riley Honda, Alan Cooper, joins us. Our second season with the Helpful Honda Dealers partnership with the North Texas Honda Dealers. Great games all across the state. We went to Paris, went to Richardson, Highland Park, great rivalry matchup in Cedar Hill. But in the end, the games are fun. Going out to these games are a lot of fun. But in the end, this is about driving home the commitment to honoring people in the communities. How would you say that connecting with high school football has fit in with what North Texas Honda Dealers are about?
Well, I'll tell you, the North Texas Honda Dealers Association, their campaign of helping out the community kind of ties in with the high school football, Texas football spirit of the community. I just came back from Florida for the last 4 years, and there's high school football all over the country, but there's nothing like it in the state of Texas. And so the community spirit, it coincides with what the North Texas Honda dealership, the North Texas Honda dealers are the Helpful Honda is what it's about.
Well, so. and it strikes me, we talk about, the X's and O's here, we talk about the winners and losers, but in the end, what I tell people makes football special in the state is that you go there and it's like a town hall meeting. It's a community gathering point. It's a lot more than going out there. Yeah, we want our team to win, but more importantly, we're getting together with our neighbors, and it seems to me that that's just a great opportunity for Honda to come in and honor people who are helping out their community.
Exactly, and some of the things that they've done that kind of stand out to me, helping the teachers. They've given back to 3 deserving teachers in the area where they've come in and bought school supplies and surprised them at their schools. So obviously the teachers are an important part of high school football as well, because they keep the players on the field. So.
Absolutely. And the thing I love is the random act of helpfulness campaign. And you guys have done everything from handing out cooling towels to Band-Aids. We don't need the cooling towels now. It's freezing out there. But Band-Aids, wet wipes,
Did
umbrellas.
you make the state fair?
Yeah.
Were you there? They had the pedicarts where they were. When you get my age, okay, you need rides everywhere. So they were helping give rides to free rides to everybody out there.
And how would you say that campaign has helped you guys make an impact and maybe, I guess, get your face out in the community? Because I know that's something you guys want to be known for. We're the helpful folks. We're here to help you guys here at the Helpful Honda Dealers, and it seems like these are ways you're finding little things that you can do that it's not a ton. You're not doing these things that are overwhelming, but these little things that are just these random acts of helpfulness. How do you think that has helped you guys get out in the community?
Well, the car business is the car business, and there's lots of people that want to say that they give back to the communities, and they use that in their advertising. But the difference is, first of all, Honda is a great brand. I've been with it about 18 years, so just a short time. But they really do give back to the community, and they mean it. And people show up, and some of the comments are you guys are real. And you really do help people. Showing up at a gas station and filling up people's gas tanks. That's just something that you just don't see, and it really helps people out. You're right. The haircuts at the Texas Ranger games, that's big, but it's helped the Honda brand in my mind, because people know that we're real and that we care about helping people, and we care about the community. It's what Honda's about.
Yeah, and it strikes me, not to use a car pun, but everybody talks about wanting to help out in the community, but when the rubber meets the road, you know what I mean? It's a matter of getting out there, and it seems like Honda is making sure, the North Texas Honda dealers are making sure they're out in the community, being seen, and saying, yeah, you know what, we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk out here.
Exactly. And when I came back from Florida and I was introduced to this campaign, it's genius, because it's a way for us to give back and to mean it and have people see, hey, we're real people.
Now let's address the elephant in the room. that you are, of course, a former Cleburne Yellow Jacket superstar, listed in the 1981 edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. So first and foremost,
defensive stalwart was the adjective.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see it, absolutely. I guess first and foremost, can you tell us a little bit about your high school football experience and how you feel like it helped to shape you?
Well, I'll tell you this: growing up, and I was telling your colleague in there that I had no plan B. Football was going to be it for me. So my senior year, unfortunately, I tore my knee up my fifth game, going right into district. But we had my junior year had a 2-7-1 season, very disappointing. Our senior season, we had a new coach come in and with the same group of guys, and we went 7-3 that year. And it was the last year that you only had one team go on to the playoffs. The next year is when they took the top two. And, of course, the next year is when we actually were number one. So the 83 game against Brownwood, against Gordon Wood and Chuck Curtis, and we had it at Amon Carter Stadium. That was the year after I graduated. But and that's where they went on to the state semifinals at Texas Stadium, which I did go to. It was snowing that day. So,
all right. And finally, how would you give yourself a scouting report if we're talking about Alan Cooper? The
scouting report on me?
On yourself, yeah.
Run the other way.
A hard hitter.
Run the other way.
Yeah, bring in the heat.
Game before I tore my knee up, I was defensive player of the county of Johnson County.
How about that?
And then the next week, I was done. So.
I told you guys we had a superstar in the building. He is Alan Cooper. He's the general manager at Lute Riley Honda here, talking with us about the North Texas Honda dealers and our partnership in the Helpful Honda campaign. Alan, really appreciate your time, and we'll get you. We got some pads. We can probably suit it up if you'd like.
Run the other way.